Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to more Cuphead. Actually, welcome back to the final episode of Cuphead. Final episode of the base game, because, you know, there's the DLC after this and all that, but I'm gonna count the base game as its own series. So this is the final episode of Cuphead. In the last episode, you know, we did Inkwell Isle 3, and now we're in Inkwell Hell. And I think I already got the coin back here. I did. So, we actually can't go through this door yet. We have to go through the main entrance, which I actually like this because it kind of reminds me of how you can go through the back door in Koopa's Castle in Super Mario World. Like, you know how you can go through the back door and all that? But, yeah, let's just get started. Here's the casino. King Dice in all bets are off. Well, looky here. You actually pulled it off, but you've made me lose a bet. And for that, you ain't seeing the boss just yet. We're gonna play a little game first. So now it's King Dice's time to roll. Now, this boss actually consists of this casino thing where you have to roll the dice and get, depending on what number you rolled, depends on what boss you're going to fight. But I'm just going to fight all of them, you know, because I want to keep it consistent and all that, so. And you may be wondering, why did I go into this with the pea shooter? Because for my time of playing this game, I've actually noticed that the pea shooter does more damage to these bosses than any other weapon. So, you know, we're going pea shooter today. So this is the Tipsy Troop. Yeah, all these guys have names. Yeah, they're all very easy. They're all like mini bosses. So, you know, you just have to defeat 10 of them. I think it's 10. Yeah, 10. And, as you may be expecting in Cuphead brutally difficult fashion, if you die on any of these, like if you die on the 9th boss, you go all the way back to the beginning. So you gotta do all this in one beautiful run. Here's Chip's bet again. Oops, that sucked. Trying to remember all their names, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Chip's bet again. He's pretty cool. But one of the best parts about the casino is the backgrounds. Look at the backgrounds. Like, they're all, like, hand-painted. They look amazing. Like, good lord. This game does not hold back any artistic punches. And as you'll see right here, some of them actually have hearts on them. Because you actually get health back from doing these. You get a heart in exchange for doing the boss. Which I think is nice. But, you know, there's also the risk of getting hit during the boss, so then there's no point. Here's Mr. Wheezy. He's a big old cigarette in fire. And you just jump from platform to platform with the smoke dash. It's like no difficulty at all. Because those cigarettes flying up in the middle actually hurt you, but like if you use smoke dash or if you just jump in between them, they'll never hit you. And there's King Dice stepping on them, which is funny. And then there's also safe spots, which is nice, you know. This place is actually more forgiving than people make it out to be. Like, I remember when the game came out and people were complaining about how hard the casino section of the game was, but it's actually very forgiving. It's very merciful, more than in any other section of the game. And here's Pip and Dot, I think. Yeah, Pip and Dot. I can look at their names later, but I don't care. Whoa, almost stepped on that spike. I like to use Chaser on this part because it's kind of difficult to focus on both these guys and also the ground because of the spikes and all of that. But it's no biggie. You can just do this. Give them the old 1-2. And they should spawn a bird. Yep, bird. I kind of just like to let the enemies show off all their attacks before I kill them. Oh, I didn't even need to do that. Whoops. And imagine that. Imagine being attached from the waist to somebody who hates you so much. They start to kick you in the eyes with their foot. Conjoint twin moment. So each time you jump, if you hit it at the exact same like frame in which he claps his head. Whoa, what was that? I like clipped through the background. What the hell? But if you hit it at the exact same moment that he claps it down, you'll always get you always roll a 1. So it's a nice little tidbit for anyone who wants to go through this in a consistent manner. Again, with Smoke Dash, this is like freaking easy. Because you're supposed to go through the holes, but you can just do that. So this guy, I forgot what his name was. Hopus Popus, I think his name was. And he's dead. But yeah, I love the casino bosses. They're all like so well designed. I love the drawings for all of them. They're just... I'm actually considering buying the Art of Cuphead book, which is like a big old book of just like the art of the game. It's super expensive, but you know, I'm willing to drop the price for it because, you know, you all know me as somebody who doesn't make good financial decisions. And here's oh, I forgot this guy's name. This guy's name escapes my mind. Something bets. I can't remember. Oh, whoops! Watch out. I can't remember. I really just don't remember this guy's name. Some sort of horse pun, I think. I don't know. He had bet in his name because, you know, he's a horse better. Or, you know, you bet horses on him. Oh, that was embarrassing. This guy's been betting for so long, he's just a skeleton. So we're clearing all the entire board here, you know. Most people who play the game try to skip everything, but I just like to go through the whole thing as like this big old gauntlet because it's more fun that way. Although that 9th boss is the one I'm dreading because I just don't like how they're designed. This is Piruletta right here. She's her quote is actually, her death quote is actually kind of strange because all she does is say, she says something like, "You notice my style is very Russian," which, okay, but yes, she is. I don't know what she is exactly. I think she's like one of those like casino like spinny things that like you spin the ball in, and you're supposed to parry those things and jump over her, but why do that when you have Smoke Dash? So yeah, you're supposed to do that and then just jump over her. But I've actually noticed that when you defeat a boss, you can't actually shoot anymore, but if you parry a parryable object whilst the boss is doing like their dying animation, you can actually keep shooting and like use EXs and your supers. So I don't know if that's an oversight. Here's probably my favorite boss of the entire gauntlet, of the entire casino gauntlet right here. Mangosteen, giant 8-ball. They look so cool, and they're actually a reference to one of the bosses from some gunslinging game, some retro gunslinging game. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like Gunstar Heroes. They're a reference to one of the bosses from Gunstar Heroes. And I'm going to save my super for the end because I like to do that. Yeah. I love this death animation. They just vomit black ink. It's just so good. I love him. He's my favorite one. Mangosteen. And here's the boss I've been dreading this entire time. And I conveniently forgot their name. But I will say, they have probably the most unique gimmick of the entire lineup. It's one of those symbol crashing monkeys, and you actually have to parry these cards and get a match. And then once you get a match, is when it begins, you see? They go insane. Monkey. Whenever I see symbol monkeys, I just think of the one from Toy Story 3 and how it terrified me as a kid. But as tedious as this boss can be, whoa, oh god, I still like them. They're funny monkey, but sometimes they take too long. All right, hang on, pal. Give me some room. Oh, that wasn't it. Whoa, yeah, some of the cards actually look very similar, but they have like very small, minute differences that set them apart from other ones that look similar. Like, you see, those two King Dice cards look the same, but on closer examination, they're actually different. So, you know, that also trips you up. We only got 2 more matches to make left. Thankfully, there's no consequences for making a wrong match. Although I don't know why they didn't take the opportunity to do that, you know. If you make a mistake, it gets harder or something. Alright, 1 more match, and then he's done. Okay, I'm gonna get him in a position right here. Throw bombs at him. Monkey. Alright, boy. Should be dead any time now. I'm trying to get in a good spot. Alright. And then he beats himself. Alright, we've made it to the end, and you may have noticed there's actually one spot that says start over. You may be wondering, what does that do? Well, I'll show you what it does. Gonna take a while, but you get sent back to the beginning. So if there were some bosses that you didn't clear, guess what? You're probably gonna have to do them now. So I'm gonna go through all this again. Give me a minute. And then the real final boss begins. King Dice himself. So if you're not prepared for that, you know, you're gonna have a whole hell of a hard time. If you don't know how to parry too, because, you know, his whole gimmick is parrying on cards. I like to parry on the same ones to, like, build up a big amount of cards of my own. But yeah, it's not that hard. It's just getting here with a considerable amount of health is what trips people up, I've seen. Because, you know, some people get here with like 1 or 2 HP, and that trips him up and he's dead. And his hands beg you for mercy. But yeah, that's King Dice. He's dead already. 9 minutes it took! Holy cow. Usually it takes me like less than that. Usually it takes me like 5 minutes. Well, I mean, I do skip some of them, but I guess that's a considerable amount of time. And finally, the final door is opened and we get to go inside. And who is it? None other than the devil in one hell of a time. And notice, there's no simple difficulty selection. You have to do this regularly, so I'm gonna get better weapon. I'm gonna choose spread. Actually, no, I'm gonna choose charge. Although it is so overpowered, I'm actually gonna use chaser so you guys can see some of his animations. Well, 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 look how far you've come. Not only did you bust up my good-for-nothing lackey, King Dice, but I see you've got my soul contracts. As agreed, hand him over and join my team. So you actually have a choice of what to choose. What happens if you choose yes? You're mine now, and we're gonna have a hell of a time down here. This is the bad ending of Cuphead. You stay in hell forever. I think that's kind of cool that they made a whole different ending. And there's the credits, but we're not gonna spoil them right now. And you get sent back to the title screen and listen to the music. I'm gonna actually try the Konami code that people say does something. So, up, up, no wait, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, start. Oh, it didn't work. I don't know how to do it. But anyways, yeah, that's what happens if you do the bad ending. Just the music gets all creepy and stuff. But there was a different thing that happened if you did the Konami code. But I guess I didn't do it right. So, here we go. Try it again. The devil in one hell of a time. For real this time. Hand him over, join my team. If you say no, welching on me just like all the others, eh? I'll teach you for backing out of a deal. Have at you. And here we go, fighting D Evil. That's an inside joke. There he is. So he has a variety of attacks. He has like the most versatile moveset out of all the enemies. He does that, first of all, what you just saw. And that, which I like to parry so that it doesn't hit me. And he also has a variety of, what? I hit that. He also has a variety of magic attacks. And also the clapping attack! Damn, we're already at 1 HP. That sucks. Pulls his head off like a spider. I don't know why I said like a spider. Spiders don't usually pull their heads off. I don't think so. Alright, I think I'm going to start using my charge now because we're actually in danger of dying. He uses these little ball things. These aren't even all of his attacks, and he's already on the second phase. Yeah, this is something that tripped people up when the game first came out. Big old demon head. This is something that tripped a lot of people out when the game first came out, and it's that the final boss is so easy compared to some of the other bosses that came before him. Like the devil is insanely easy. Like, he's dead in no short, in like no time flat, he's dead. And I'm actually gonna get rid of this guy because I don't like him. Don't die! I want to be able to do this in one go. Ah! Darn it, I couldn't see that guy up there. But yeah, something that tripped a lot of people up when the game first came out is how easy the devil was, considering he was the final boss. And I do know where they're coming from, because I do know where they're coming from, because devil is like so like laughably easy. And people were like, huh, what's up with that? Why is he so easy? But to me, it actually makes sense for the devil to be easy. And the reason why is because throughout the entire game, you've been fighting his like lackeys and everyone who's like owed him a debt and stuff. So you're not actually fighting his minions. You're oh, come on! Like, got stepped on. I'm gonna try a different weapon. You're not fighting like his like minions or anything. You're fighting people who have like owed him debts and stuff. So like people who are probably considerably more stronger than him, like, you know, Dr. Cal and you know, everyone else. And don't get me wrong, he's still fairly difficult if you're playing him for the first time, but you know, not really. You'll be fine. Okay, let's not mess this up again. Yeah. So, you know, and he's And you can't really hate him because he has like some of the best animation in the base game. And especially this last part where it's just him up close. You know, you can't hate that. You can't hate the devil. Never thought I'd say that. You can't hate the devil. You can hate the real devil, but you can't hate the Cuphead devil. He's just, you know, too charming. Whoa, that was quick. I'm gonna try to take down this guy. Yeah, now you got no one to protect you except these little guys up here. And as soon as he starts dying, he starts crying. Because, you know, he's lost. Oops. And it's done! It is done! Cuphead has been beat! The brothers had triumphed over the demon, forcing him to finally give up. "We shall accept your surrender, devil," Cuphead laughed, "but we're not done just yet." And with that, Cuphead and Mugman destroyed all of the soul contracts, releasing Inkwell Isle's residents from eternal servitude to the devil. "Gosh, I can't wait to tell everybody," Cuphead said. The boys set off for home and at top speed. "Come on, last one there's a leaky cup," Mugman teased as they ran. Once home, the brothers gathered everyone together. "You're all free of the devil's depths," Cuphead added. "And that fiend won't bother us again," Mugman added. The Elder Kettle was literally brimming with pride as everyone began to cheer. "Let's hear it for Cuphead and Mugman! Hip hip hurrah! Hip hip hurrah!" As an all-day celebration began, the brothers promised to never wander into trouble again. And they didn't. Until next time, of course. But that is another story. And that's it. That's Cuphead! So yeah, I absolutely love this game. Our sincere appreciation to the members of our team whose loyalty and creative endeavor made possible this production, Chad and Jared Moldenhauer. So yeah, these are the Moldenhauer brothers, which is why MDHR has appeared a lot around the game, because, you know, it's short for Moldenhauer. And here's all the people who helped make the game possible. All the animators, all the background artists, the inkers. It's all, man, I absolutely love this game. So, yeah. And here's King Dice singing. So yeah, one of the best parts about this game for me obviously is the art style. Like, this game pretty much got me back into like drawing, because I actually post a lot of art on my Instagram and my Tumblr and all that. I didn't really draw a lot before this. Before I played this game. But yeah, now that I've played this game and beaten it, and also beaten the DLC, I love art, and I loved cartoons before, but now I love them even more. Here's all the translators. Spanish, Russian, Polish, Portuguese, Japanese, Korean, Chinese. And we have to pay respect to the legendary Christopher Madigan for the soundtrack, because this, oh my god, this game's soundtrack is like one of the best I've ever heard in my life. God, it's amazing. And here's the big band, the people who played the music, reeds, brass. So, you know, they had a whole arsenal of people making the music. The ragtime band. Vocals, Alana Bridgewater. She's the person who actually sang the King Dice song in the Die House. A lot of people thought it was a man, but it's actually a woman. So, you know, shows you the insane talent that she has in like vocals and like range and all that. Everyone who made the game is just so incredibly talented. So yeah, it's just crazy to me how Cuphead started off as like a small indie game and then became like one of the best games ever made. Like this game started off as a in loving memory of Jason Duquette. Yes, made with Unity. This game was made with Unity. So yeah, it's crazy to me to think that Cuphead started off as a small indie project, you know, by two brothers who just wanted to create a game, and ended up becoming, you know, one of the single-handedly one of the greatest games ever made, and one of the hardest games ever made. Because, whoo boy, it may not show because I've played this game like so many times, but if you're starting out, this game is gonna, you know, kick you into the dirt. But with practice, you know, you'll get as good as me. Because it would have taken a long time if I started off as just a beginner, like God. But yeah, you know, this game is just started off as a small indie game and then became one of the greatest games ever made. So it's also a very inspirational story because this game has been in development or has started off as like a brainchild since the 2000s, you know. The Moldenhauer brothers actually wanted this game to come out in the early 2000s, but, you know, technology wasn't on point back then, so they had to wait. And then, like, 2013 is when the game was, like, starting to be announced at E3 and all that, and then it finally came out in 2017, and, you know, the rest is history. But yeah, I love this game. I think it's such a great tribute to, you know, obviously old 1930s cartoons. Yeah, it's just amazing. But yeah, that's it for Cuphead. Thank you guys so much for watching this series. Stick around soon because I will be playing the DLC or the Delicious Last Course. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.